Right now, you're looking at one of the best two-way sharpshooter builds in the game that gets a 92 three-pointer and also a 72 mid-range, unlocking all of these gold badges that you need in the shooting category. And then when you look at the playmaking, this build can ISO as well, getting an 81 ball handle and also 75 speed with ball, unlocking this silver speed booster and silver unpluckable and also silver ankle breaker. And then, of course, for the defense, we got to go crazy. We're a two-way. We get an 88 perimeter defense, unlocking gold 94 feet and also gold challenger, silver fast feet, and some other great defensive badges. And then for the physicals, we go insane with the 85 speed, 85 excel, 74 strength, 70 vertical, and 99 stamina. So if you guys want to know how to make this build, make sure to watch the video all the way through and smash that like button and subscribe to the channel, as we are on the way to 6,000 subs. And let's go ahead and get right into it. Yo man, what it do? It's y'all, your boy Dom here today, and as you guys can see by the title and the thumbnail, I finally found my perfect Rebirth build, bruh. This will be my two-way sharpshooting build, and this build can pretty much do everything that my first build can do, plus he gets better defense, also just a little bit worse playmaking, but the shooting is crazy on this build. This is why I think it's going to be my favorite one. So starting off, you guys will see by the name, we got Dom Too Much, and then the hand that we are going with is left-handed. I already told you guys, I just like the way left-handed shooters look, so I'm putting this build at left-handed. And then jersey number, you already know what number we're going with. Give him that number 2 because he is too much for this community. Now, when it comes to the template of this build, I am putting this build at the shooting guard. Although I did say he can ISO, of course you can put this build at the point guard, you'll just get a different name. But I am putting this build at the shooting guard because I'm going to be running him at Pro-Am and in the rec and stuff as the 2 guard. So that's why I'm putting him at the shooting guard position. Height, we are going with 6'5" on this build. I know 6'6" seem pretty elite, but the stats that I can get at this 6'5" is crazy, bro. So I went 6'5" on the height, and then for the weight, we are going 225. I know it may seem a little heavy, but we can still unlock all the speed and acceleration and stamina, vertical, all those thresholds that we need with the 225 weight. And we also do get a pretty high strength. And for his wingspan, we are going to leave this at 6'10". And you guys will see by these stats, we are able to unlock some crazy attributes on this build. So now the first thing that we are going to start off with when it comes to actually making a build is his physicals, bro. On this game, you want to make sure you have good physicals on your build, depending on what type of build you're making. If you're making a small guard, you want to make sure you have a lot of acceleration, a lot of speed as well to move off ball and stuff like that. Don't really need to value your strength, but if you're getting dunk packages, definitely value your vertical. And then for badges like handles for days, 94 feet, you need your stamina. So that's why I'm starting with the physicals, and we're going to make sure he's solid in this category first before moving up to all these other categories. So for his speed, this goes to an 85 speed. I told y'all, I am a two-way. I'm a lock. I got to have a fast speed so I can catch up with guards like that if they beat me off the dribble. So an 85 speed is exactly what I need. And then for his acceleration, take this to an 85 as well. Like I said, I'm an ISO type build. I can ISO, I get dribble moves and stuff like that. I unlock silver speed booster on this build. So an 85 acceleration is definitely enough for this type of ball handling build, right? Now for his strength, once again, I'm a lockdown. This is where it applies to locks. Strength, which allows you to get more bumps and stuff like that, and also can hang in the paint with bigger players and stuff. So of course you got to have a high strength on this build. I took it to a 74 so I can, if I wanted to, just unlock bronze bulldoze. But if you don't want that bulldoze, you can take it all the way down to a 71 just so you can still get that immovable enforcer on bronze. But I'm gonna just take mine to a 74 because like I said, I do just want to have the bulldozer if I can get it. So I'll put it there, and also just having a higher strength in general. And then for the vertical, to help with my rebounding and blocking shots and stuff like that, took this to a 70 on this build. And then for his stamina, of course, 99, so I can unlock this 94 feet on the highest level that this build gets to that, right? So you guys see the physicals is already crazy enough on this build, and like I told y'all, this is a two-way sharp. So the next category we are going to is the playmaking, right? I want to just get this category out the way, get the playmaking and finishing out the way, so I can show you the two special parts of this build. So starting with the playmaking, I'm gonna take his speed ball to a 75, unlocking LeBron James dribble style, which is a major key. I feel like that dribble style is very good for builds like this. It's not nothing like Kyrie's dribble style, but it definitely is something that'll get you along the way with the build that's trying to ISO or whatever. So 75 speed ball, 81 ball handle, so I can unlock this silver speed booster as you guys can see right here. And then for his pass accuracy, this build gets a 70 pass accuracy. Now in comparison to my first build, obviously the playmaking is blown out the water. My first 6'6" gets a 93 ball handle, 85 speed ball, 87 pass accuracy. So this is the area that it lacks in, but for what this build is doing, I didn't really need high playmaking stats like that. Keep in mind that this build is a almost two-way sharpshooter. It's not really supposed to be ISOing, but I'm just able to have the luxury of being able to get good dribble moves, good speed with ball, and good pass accuracy, stuff like that. So if I need to, I can get in my bag, you feel me? So the playmaking is looking decent on this build, and now I'm gonna move up to the finishing just so we can get these two lesser categories out the way. Only thing for the finishing that we are doing is this driving dunk. We are taking this to a 70 just so we can unlock all the dunk packages that we need. My first build, once again, the 6'6", has a 70 dunk package. I'm catching crazy lobs. I'm doing dunks, park dunks, anything that you want. Safe dunks, like a 70 driving dunk is definitely enough in this game. So trust me, if you're making a build like this, you don't really need like an 84 or 87 like the other slashers is using. A 70 driving dunk is perfectly fine in my opinion. Now, of course, if you're not doing contact dunks, you won't be able to do stuff like that. But in terms of just getting safe dunks and stuff and going to the rim being open, you have a 70 driving dunk that is perfectly fine. Now, for his close shot, you want to take this up to a 47 because that's what I believe your three-pointer is going to put it at by default. So take the close shot up to a 47, driving layup to a 61, and this is the finishing category for this build. Once again, you guys know how the builder is this year. It's extremely limited when you're trying to make demigods or whatever you want to call them. You cannot have a high driving dunk, this good ball handling, and then also get crazy shooting and crazy defense. It's just not happening this year. You got to choose something to sacrifice, and once again, it's something I chose to sacrifice. But I will be making a slasher build later in the year. But now we move out to the shooting, bruh. For his shooting, we are taking this three-pointer to a 92. Told y'all, I'm a two-way sharp. I want to have a blick, bro. We got a 92 three-pointer, unlocking silver aids and threes, silver limitless range, gold deadeye, gold blinders, and you guys see all the rest of these golden Hall of Fame shooting badges. We are going to go crazy when it comes to shooting the ball, but this is pretty much all we're doing for the shooting. Of course, for the free throw, take this to a 71 so we can get that bronze free points. And like I said, this is pretty much all we're doing. We don't really need a high mid-range on this build because this is going to be more of a spot-up build that's just sitting at hash and the prom and stuff like that. So we get a 92 three-pointer, which is elite in this game, unlocking all the jump shots that we need. And then to finish it off with the defense for this build, bro. Now, this is where it gets crazy, and you guys have to pay attention. So first, this build does unlock the max interior defense for it, and we get a 75 interior defense, meaning that we can even guard some bigger players and stuff like that without having to worry about having low strength, low interior, low block. This build gets all of that, so a 75 interior defense. For its perimeter, I took this to an 88, so I can unlock this 94 feet on gold. Also, gold challengers, silver ankle braces, silver clamps, and silver fast feet as well, getting some good defensive badges. And also, we get this 85 speed to help us out on defense as well. So we'll be good when it comes to that. But now for his steal, this is where you guys have to hear me out. We only get a 72 steal on this build, unlocking bronze glove, bronze interceptor, and bronze right stick ripper. The reason I did this is because, once again, like I told y'all about the finishing, you really have to choose what do you want to sacrifice in this game. If you want to make a lock, you can make great builds like this, and you can still label them as a lockdown because their perimeter defense is so high, but you have to sacrifice something like a steal. Like, you're not going to be in the lanes like how you usually would with a 91 steal, 95 steal, or nothing like that. I had to sacrifice that on this build, and knowing my playstyle, I don't really rely on spamming X and using my glove like that. I'm honestly scared of using glove because I foul a lot anyways. So most of the time on defense, I mainly rely on my perimeter defense, which makes me like a lockdown. You feel me? So we get a 72 steal on this build. It's not bad, but of course, for a lockdown, it is a little bit underwhelming. I'm not gonna lie. But once again, it's just what we had to do for the build. But then to finish it off with the defense, bro, max his block out at a 68. Defensive rebound max out at a 73, and then offense rebound take it to a 62. And this is one of the best two-way sharpshooting builds of the game, bro. Just look at this build and look at everything that we can do. We are able to unlock a 92 three-pointer, get good dribble sigs, good speed with ball, and then also great defense, and then not to mention insane physicals on a build like this. And then, of course, we're not just a bad slash. Like, we can still get to the rim, do the safe dunks or whatever that we need. Also, do get park dunks. You can have fun on the build as well when it comes to dunking. So this is, in my opinion, one of the best two-way sharpshooting builds in the game. And then when you finish the build out, you get some pretty, like, odd shades. I'm not gonna lie, I don't really understand the shades that we got, but you get Jeff Hornacek, OG Anunoby, Mikal Bridges, and then the name that you get for this build is a 3-and-D 2-guard. So hey, if you guys mess with this build and also feel like it helped you out if you decide on making a lockdown build, go ahead and smash that like button for me, and also don't forget to subscribe to the channel. If you want to join the membership, hit that link below in the description and get exclusive membership badges and emotes. I appreciate y'all tuning in. It's your boy Dom, and I'll catch y'all in the next one, bro.